Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, I got a little front yard project I want to do today, and I know I'm a little reluctant to do a whole lot of front yard projects on camera just because I don't really want to get any photos or video of the front of my house on the internet. I think you can understand it's kind of a privacy issue. But I think today's project I can do pretty safely and not reveal anything that would be an infringement on the privacy issue. What I want to do today is I want to do something about lighting up the front yard. Now, one of the things I really like about this neighborhood is that it's dark at night. There aren't street lights on my block at all, and none of the neighbors really go overboard in terms of lighting up their house, so there's not a lot of light pollution in the area at night, and I really like that. That makes the I like it when it's dark, when I'm trying to sleep and all that stuff. But I would like to do something in order to be able to provide just a little subtle light in the yard, just so that you can see a little bit when you're out there, but without destroying the kind of the ambiance that comes with a dark neighborhood. And I've been kind of wandering around the neighborhood, looking at some other houses and seeing how they do things. And one of my neighbors did something that I thought was really cool. Now, I think they overdid it a little bit, but I'm going to take a piece of their idea and put it into my yard, and I think it'll provide a very subtle light effect without overwhelming the nice darkness in the yard. What they did is they put some low voltage lights in their trees, and rather than pointing them down towards the ground, they pointed them up to the underside of the canopy of the trees. And so what you get is not any of the direct light from the light source itself, but kind of a deflected light coming off the underside of the trees. It's very subtle, and I think I want to try and duplicate that. I got some really nice pecan trees in the front yard, and they're all blooming now, or all budded out and all leafed out. And I think if I point a couple of just low voltage lights at the underside of the trees, it'll provide the kind of light that I want without overwhelming things. So I've already been to Home Depot a little bit today and kind of thought about how I want to do this. And I wanted to come home and kind of work it out in my head how I wanted everything to work together. And I think I got an idea how I want it to work. And so I'm going to run back to Home Depot and we're going to get some stuff. See, these are the trees I'm talking about. And like I said, they got a nice kind of leafy canopy that goes over the house. And I think if I put a light up on that branch, maybe a light up on that branch, and maybe a light up on that branch, and perhaps a light up on this branch, we'll light up the underside of the canopy. It'll be kind of a subtle out here, provide just a little bit of light, but not overwhelm things. So that's sort of my idea. Okay, that's the greatest bumper sticker ever. Oh yeah, looks like we got a little rain coming in too. Love those skies. All right, I'm back from Home Depot. Got everything I think I need. I got 4 lights, the power supply, some cable to run to it, some mounting brackets to attach to the trees, and then some staples to just kind of connect the cables and have them secured to the trees so that they don't move around a lot. What I'm going to do is since the cable itself is a dark color, I'm going to hide it, and hopefully I'll hide it on the back side of the tree and you won't even see it. At this point though, I'm kind of on hold because it's raining right now and I gotta wait a little bit. So it looks like it's just a storm that's gonna blow over really quickly. And so we'll wait until that's done, and hopefully a half hour, 45 minutes, I'll be able to go out and hook this stuff up. Now while I'm waiting for the rain to blow through here, I actually decided to take the lights out of the boxes and attach the mounting hardware. They normally come with these funny little stakes that you stake into the ground, but there's a second part that you can buy that's designed for mounting to fence posts or railings or something like that, or to trees. And so I had to buy 4 of those. Now it was interesting because Home Depot actually only had 3 of them, that one, and that one. But I was able to go over to Lowe's and find something that will, another brand that does the same thing. So at the end of the day, this will all work. All I gotta do now is wait for the rain to blow over, and we'll be able to go out and install these. These should go together pretty easy. These low V lights are actually pretty easy to install. I had them in my house in California and learned a few tricks to make them last longer. And so I'll implement some of those tricks, and I'll actually share them with you here, because you might end up having to do this at some point yourself. And if you can do it and make it last, all the better, right? Now, you may recall a couple months ago we played America's Hottest New Game Show, Who's Smarter, Me or a Squirrel? Well, we have another round of that today, and let me show you what happened. Yeah, the whole premise of this was, could I keep the bird feeder from being invaded by the squirrels? And my solution at the time, you may recall that the bird feeder was actually hanging here from the tree, and actually over here where this thing is right now. And the squirrels would find that they could just jump from this branch to this thing and bypass that little dome on top of it that's designed to keep them off of it. So I said, okay, well, I'm smarter than a squirrel. I am going to hang this from the tree down a very, very long wire and cut all the branches away from it, and that should work, right? Yeah, I was wrong. I got up this morning and I saw squirrels hanging out on the feeder here, grabbing on the side of it. I'm figuring to myself, how do they do that? How do they get on here? And so this morning I decided to put the GoPro camera up and just aim it at this thing and see if I could figure out what happened. And well, here's what happened. So as I'm shooting this, I haven't actually seen the footage from the GoPro yet, so I have no idea at this point how it is that the squirrel got onto the feeder. All I know is that I got home from Home Depot and the squirrel was on the feeder. So I'm going to review that footage, and we'll be kind of reevaluating that in the next couple days. We'll probably vlog another episode of Who's Smarter, Me or a Squirrel. See you then. Alright, I got the first light installed, ran the wire down the tree trunk here, and I've already tested it. It works really well, so I'm going to move on to the next one. So yeah, that's where the first one went. I think I'm going to probably put the second one like on this branch right here, kind of pointing into that part of the tree over there. Then we'll probably put the third one over here on this. This is the same tree as the second one. And then the third one kind of over here somewhere. I haven't quite figured it all out. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. Alright, I got 3 of them up. That's the first one there. Let's see, the second one is right there. And the third one is right there. So that's the 2 trees in the front. There's the one tree now. I got one more tree up here, and that's this one over here. And I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put that one yet, so we'll kind of figure that out. Alright, I got all 4 lights up. I got the first one I put up there. There's the one that's right there. There's one that's right up here. And then the 4th one was put right there. And I've strung the wires down to the ground right now. I haven't actually finished everything off because I kind of want to leave the wires above ground right now until I make sure the whole thing works. I tested each individual light when they were, when I was putting them up, but I only tested them one at a time. I haven't tested all 4 of them at once, so I'm going to wait for it to get dark. We're going to turn the system on, see what it looks like, and I can then go and decide whether I need to do any more repairs or any more adjustments to make it look right, maybe get it aimed right if I'm not happy with how it's aimed. But then we'll kind of bury the wires in the morning, and we should be good to go. So I think that is all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. Alright, it's getting to the point where it's pretty dark out right now, and yeah, the effect is pretty good. I want to see what it looks like completely when it's totally dark, but the lights have all lit up. They're all looking pretty good, and like I said, we'll see what it looks like in maybe an hour or so, but I am happy with the results. Nice and subtle, but not overpowering. Yeah, it's completely dark now. You can kind of see the moon up there, And yeah, I'm really happy with the effect. It's not overwhelming in any way, shape, or form. It's just kind of real subtle light effect. So yeah, I'm glad I did this. Probably end up shaving a few of the leaves away from the lights. I noticed, for instance, right up there, there's some leaves right next to the light. They're kind of being a little overwhelmed by it. But yeah, I think this worked well. I'm happy with the results. It's by no means overwhelming. The rest of the yard is very dark, but you can see a little bit here, and that's kind of what I want.